What's going on, guys? My name is Dan and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about 3 tips how to effectively manifest. I'm going to be talking mainly about manifestation channel, which is thought, word, it can be like spoken or written, and action. And we need all 3 of those, and we need them to cooperate with each other. So we need to work with every one of them. So thought, we need to know where we are going. I know the people that are doing constantly an action, but they don't have the why behind it. So we need to really clearly think about what we want to achieve. The manifestation is good and bad. So sometimes we think about bad manifestation as bad karma. So if you have something in your life that you don't want, just try to flip it. If I don't want this, how can I transform it into something that I want? So how I want this to be better. And now you're creating that thought that out of the negative situation, you're transforming the negative situation and creating a goal or creating a dream or love, not a fear. And we need to really crystallize that, visualize it. It's, there's a bunch of videos about visualization and law of attraction and stuff. So the thought is very important. Then the word, we need to talk about it. And before we will talk about it, we need to know how to talk about it. So the first thing for me, what helped me along my journey, is to write it down, to really pull it from that unsolid reality and put it into the physical plane through writing this on a paper. When I write this, I also think about it. I can create this web of ideas that can be more structurized. So I will write it down, I will create the structure, and then I will look at it every day, and I can exercise it in my head. In business, we can sell our ideas, but not really our ideas, but the packaged project. And we can take this into the manifestation, and we can think about, okay, I have clear goal, I have clear dream, what I want to achieve, like short term or long term. As I'm writing this, I can talk, I can speak it. And I want you to use the idea that you want to sell it to the universe. So it depends, how are you talking about it? You need to learn how to market it, how to package it, and how to sell it to the universe. So what you need to know is make it as simple as possible and as concrete as possible. You should be able to get up at 3 in the morning and tell it to anybody in few sentences, even in one sentence. So that's the effective speaking. And if you're talking to someone, probably maybe to your parents and to your friends, well, I'm gonna be an actor, or I wanna be an actor. And they say, okay, how are you gonna do that? Oh, well, I don't know, maybe I can join a casting or whatever. So you're not putting the thought behind it enough. So we need to have a clear goals, how we're going to achieve them, why we want them, why we want to achieve our goals. What's the driver inside? What's the one love that we have? Then we need to learn how to talk it into the reality. And then the last part, we need to take action. But this is, I'm telling you, the last part, this is the last tip from the video, but all of them need to work with each other. The action, we need to have the word and the thought behind the action. Also the thinking about something, to start thinking and start creating written word is also action. So it's kind of like unity. It looks like Trinity for our humans, but it's actually unity. It's how the universe works. When we're talking about law of unity, we're all one, and this manifestation process is all one, all happening constantly at the same time. So we need to think about it in these terms. So we gotta work together. Action. What I mean by action is, I was a guy that used to dream about a lot of things, think about a lot of things, but I wasn't doing enough. And I was watching The Secret a few years ago, and I didn't get it. Because I thought, okay, if I think a certain thought, if I speak it, blah, 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 into the universe, it's gonna come by itself. But at that time, I was laying in my bed, on a phone constantly, playing video games and stuff. So I figured that this is not gonna happen. without proper action. So I bring into my life that yang, masculine, dominant energy to really do the practical things. And sometimes I slip from the path and go into just an action without why. And then I felt lost in life. Then I feel like I'm draining so much energy and I don't have any purpose in that. So I returned back to a thought and I just learned to find the balance between them. And as I found the balance, everything starts to click, everything starts to work out. So the 3 times more effective manifestation, you have to assess. I'm a holistic lifestyle coach and I use the phrase from Paul Chek, my teacher, if you do not assess, you're guessing. So you need to assess your thought process, you need to assess your word, written or spoken, or like selling to the universe, and you need to assess your action. If there is a lot of action but not enough strong why, it's not going to work that effectively. The action and the life occurrences will kick you back into the thought process, to think about it more, to create like really the strategic plan how to achieve it. And right now we're talking about mainly about balance. So when I'm talking about balance, I mean that this is the 3 variants, the 3 actions that we can actually do, that with them we can fill our potential. We can create, we can increase the probability of it happening. But there is the other half. As you know, the universe balances itself out in a lot of ways, like an infinite amount of ways, to correct myself. So the other half is we need to let it go. Focus on our thought process, focus on our word, written or spoken, on our words, and focus on our action, and then let it go. Just keep the discipline and be patient. That's the bonus tip. Yeah, number 4. So we got thinking, we got speaking or talking, we got action. We got actually doing things. So that's my 3 tips to you for more effective manifestation, as it worked for me. Surely gonna work for you, and if it's not, you need to assess every part of it and try it again and be patient. Sometimes it can take a week, day, sometimes a year, sometimes a few years, but eventually it depends on the scale of your dream, it will happen.